beautiful humans, and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 18. I'm very tired, but I'm here and we're gonna film another video. And yesterday was opening, well, I'm filming this on the 19th, but so yesterday, the 18th, that this video was supposed to go up, was the opening of our Christmas show, which is an honor camp that is put on by kids who have been in our program for years or a few months. Some of them are newer, and they get to audition, and it's a free program for them. And it's a lot of fun. We do a Charlie Brown Christmas, and it makes my heart really happy because I love a Charlie Brown Christmas, and also I love these kids. So that opened yesterday. And like earlier this week when I did a gratitude post because of the stressful day, I wanted to do another one, but this one is specifically about the reasons I love my job. Because I think people, when their jobs get busy and stressful, they tend to think of the negatives, and there are so many more positives in my job that I want to talk about. So the first, obviously, is that I'm doing what I studied. Not a lot of people with theater degrees always get to have full-time salaried jobs in theater. I do, and that's an incredible blessing, and I worked really hard for it. So I'm obviously not to discredit my hard work by calling it a blessing, but like, it is both. I worked very hard, and I also am simultaneously very lucky that when I needed a full-time job, there was one in theater that I was qualified and wanted for. So there's number one. I get to do what I love and what I studied every day, which I know is not always the case for people with my degree. So there's that. Number two, I get to create every day, even if it's like just prep, or if it's putting together a production team, or if it's choosing a show and having some sort of vision for it. I'm creating every day, and that's something that like I always have really desired in a job, and that's part of why I've had Styled by Kayla going on when I've been in college and when I've been teaching. So I always had some outlet to create, and I have that in my day job, which is like, again, so freaking awesome. Number three, the fact that I get to help kids who were like me when I was growing up, right? I get to bring the joy of theater into the lives of hundreds of children, and I think that's just freaking awesome. I love theater. I loved theater growing up. From the time my grandma took me to my first play, to the time I was in my first play, to the time I dropped all of my plans and became a theater major. It's been such a huge part of my growth and development as a human, and I love getting to give that gift to other children who remind me a lot of myself when I was a kid. Number four is getting to spend time with those kids. My students are awesome. They're some of the coolest kids ever. And I know you're like, Kayla, theater kids aren't cool. Well, I think they're cool. And honestly, a lot of them are cooler than I was when I was a theater kid. But they're just the most like genuinely sweet, caring, hardworking kids. This cast I'm working with right now just love each other and love theater so much, and it makes my heart just so happy. They are the best. They really are. And I love the relationships I get to build with them and their families, and being a part of these kids' stories. Whether they go on to become, I don't know, insurance agents or Broadway stars, it doesn't matter to me. It's that I was there to help them with something they loved when they were young. And I don't do it for the, you know, tiny percentage that will become those big stars, and I can say I knew them when. I do it for all of them, because whether they go on to do theater forever or not, theater is a part of who they are and a part of their upbringing, and then I got to be a part of that. And that's pretty special, because I still think of all the like teachers and advisors and leaders that I had in my life as a child, and I still think back on them fondly and get happy when I see them. And I love that I'm building those kind of connections with kids now as the teacher, advisor, leader, which is really cool. And then I kind of touched on it a little bit in that one, but number five is the relationships I've built with these families. I can honestly say that some of my camp parents are some of my favorite people in the world. Some of them I like the parents more than the kids, because the parents are just so awesome. And they do so much for their kids, because theater is not a easy, cheap, or like small hobby for these kids to have, and seeing these parents be so dedicated to something their kids love and just really care about their arts education is like so special to me. I think it's the best. And they just also, they care about the people who care about their kids. And I'm getting emotional and it's fine. But they're just great people. And I try not to cry on YouTube, but I'm going to. One of the families, well, I mean, all of the families reached out, obviously, when my grandmother passed, because it impacted our rehearsal schedule. And so they all, obviously were like, it's okay, we love you, and, you know, we hope you're okay. But we had families who reached out to, you know, provide my family with meals while we were grieving, who checked in on us daily, who always care about what's going on with me, who bring me flowers at performances, and then we both start sobbing talking about how much we love their kid while they're handing me the flowers. And it's just those special relationships that I'm building, not only with my students and my performers, but with their families, that makes all of this worth it. It makes all of the hard days, all the stressful days so worth it. So I'm gonna stop crying because I've got to go to work and meet the guy who did the DVDs, who is another great part of my job. He's fabulous. He cares so much about making sure these kids have these good memories, that he comes out holiday weekends and all these times to do shows for us and puts so much care into the packaging and the credits and all this stuff. And he wants to always make sure the kids' names are spelled right and are in the right order and in the right roles and everyone's included, and that makes my heart happy too. My job's awesome, y'all. It's fine. I'm emotional. I'm tired. I love my job. And that's the end of it. So let me know in the comments your favorite part of your job. I hope your job doesn't make you cry as often as mine does. So these are happy tears. Definitely happy tears. Give this video a big old thumbs up if you like it. Hit subscribe so you don't miss a single day of Vlogmas or any more hot mess Kayla. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.